Welcome back guys, today we are going to do a benchmark test comparison between the Galaxy S20 Fan Edition, iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 and the Galaxy S10 Lite. Before we begin, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. If you find this video useful at some point, do hit the like button too. Alright, the Galaxy S20 Fan Edition comes with the Exynos 990 7nm plus chipset and a RAM of 8GB. iPhone 12 Pro has the A14 Bionic chipset and a RAM of 6GB. iPhone 12 also uses the same A14 Bionic chipset, but it's got a RAM of 4GB. The S10 Lite has Snapdragon 855 7nm chipset and it's got a RAM of 8GB too. All the phones are connected to the same Wi-Fi connection and all the phones are using the same display and Wi-Fi settings. Let's start it off with the Antutu Benchmark test first of all. These phones manage their temperatures very well, especially when you are not throttling the phones. Since I am going to run only one round of each benchmark test, I am not going to measure the temperature because the phones will stay at an optimal temperature. Let's wait for the Antutu results now. Here are our results. Now here first of all you can see that the iPhone 12 Pro tops this test with a score of 580K and the iPhone 12 is right next to the iPhone 12 Pro with a score of 561K. The S20 Fan Edition is at 492K and the S10 Lite is the last phone at 469K. Between the S20 Fan Edition and the S10 Lite there is a difference of one generation, and even then the Snapdragon chipset of the S10 Lite is clocking a score really close to the S20 FE's Exynos chipset. Interestingly, the CPU score of the iPhone 12 Pro is the highest. Second place is grabbed by the S20 Fan Edition and the CPU score of the S10 Lite is higher than the iPhone 12 Pro too. But if you look at the GPU scores, the iPhone 12 Pro is just way ahead of the rest of the phones in this comparison. The memory scores of both iPhones is quite high too, and the UX score of the iPhones is just way ahead as well. It's time to go ahead and run the Geekbench test now. The iPhones are going neck and neck, while the S20 Fan Edition and the S10 Lite have a very minor gap. It's really interesting to see how close the Snapdragon 855 from 2019 is going with the Exynos 990 of 2020. I also ran the 3D Mark gaming benchmark. First of all, I ran the wildlife test on these phones. The wildlife test score on the iPhones was just too high as compared to the S20 and S10 Lite. The difference is just more than enough on the iPhones. It's almost 3x more than that of the S20 Fan Edition and the S10 Lite. Both the S20 FE and the S10 Lite have a same score here. I did run the Slingshot Extreme test too. And this time, the S10 Lite topped this test with a score of 7547. The S20 FE was second, the iPhone 12 was third, and the iPhone 12 Pro was fourth. And here is the API overhead test score. Something went wrong with the iPhone 12 Pro, but its score should be identical to that of the iPhone 12. And that, my friends, brings this test to an end. This was just a simple test to give you guys an idea about the hardware performance of these phones. This in no way is a buying guide or any sort of advice. The whole idea of this video was just to show you these tests and their result. Drop your feedback about this video and these phones in the comments below. If you loved this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. With that said, I will sign off and see you all in the next video.